penguins live between 10 to 15 years, but in captivity they do live a lot longer, with an average lifespan ranging between 20 to 30. In fact, the oldest Humboldt penguin in captivity was 32 years old when she passed away, and we ourselves have our oldest penguin. Her name is Mushu. She's just in the cluster here being fed, but she turned 21 last month. The reason they live so long in captivity is due to several factors, the first one being that they don't have any predators. So it would be a little bit unfair on us if we were to stick a steel shark or, God forbid, in this size pool, a killer whale. But they wouldn't really enjoy it. Another reason why they live so long is because they do have veterinary care on hand. So if any of them are feeling a bit under the weather, we can get a vet to look at them. And the third point being... Sorry, just have to rescue Linda. Come on, guys. Egg. Sorry. The third one being is that they get fed every single day. They don't have to hunt for their fish. It's literally given to them on hand. Excuse me. Please don't be alarmed if you don't see any of our penguins feeding. Currently they're being fed up to 5 times a day. So if they don't feed now, I can guarantee you that they will be fed later on today. Out in the wild, Humboldt penguins generally feed on mackerel, sardines and krill, but and they've also been known to take sorry, I'm having a really bad morning this morning. They've also been known to feed on crustaceans and squid. Because our seas are being overfished, we do like to feed them with sustainable fish, so we like to give them spats every day. Spats are very high in fat, and as you can see, our penguins do absolutely love them. Now, back in April, all of our penguins paired up, and they found themselves a little cave in the enclosure here. Humboldt penguins do pair for life. They find their mate around the age of 4, and they remain with them for the rest of their lives. Once they've picked out a cave system, they'll build themselves a nest using twigs, sticks, stones, and they'll cement it all together using guano. Now, guano is just a very, very fancy word to say penguin poop, and once the nest has been built, Mum comes along and she'll lay up to 2 eggs. She has no more than 2 clutches in 1 year, and then once the eggs have been laid, Mum and Dad take it in turns to incubate the egg. They take it in turns to incubate the egg for up to 40 days. After 40 days, 2 little chicks hatch out, and then Mum and Dad will then continually feed their chicks for the next 12 to 13 months. In the first 3 months, they're kept exceptionally busy. As the chick hatches out, it's no bigger than the palm of your hand, but within a month, it's almost fully grown to the size of an adult. They grow very, very quickly on a lovely diet of regurgitated fish that's very high in fat and it has lots of nutrients and vitamins. And then once the chick reaches 3 months old, it basically fledges the nest. And this is again just a very, very fancy term for saying that it leaves the nest and comes down into the colony. So this year we've had 6 chicks. You can tell the chicks. We have one of our little juveniles here. This one's Salty. Salty fledged his nest 2 months ago. So he's around about 5 months old now. Our youngest chick that you may see is in the farthest cave on the corner. That's Indy. Indy is 2 months old on Friday. And at the moment he's covered in a soft downy fur, but he's getting his juvenile feathers through. And the juveniles are different to the adults. As you can see, they're grey and silver in colour, whereas the adults are black and white. Now that does lead me on to molting. You may notice that some of our penguins look very, very fluffy and a little bit scruffy. And we've got a couple at the back here, and we've actually got one in the water that's pruning himself. He looks like he has a very, very funky hairdo. There's nothing wrong with them, they're not chicks. Every single year after the breeding season finishes, penguins go for a molt. This is where all of their feathers die off. They go very, very brown in colour. They pack on an extra kilo in weight, and then the nicest way to describe them is they become giant puffballs. They become very, very fluffy, and they remain on land for up to 5 weeks. During that time, all of their old feathers fall out. So again, we've got, I think it's Miss Boyle here, for people just here that you can see, we may see her there. You can see that at the moment her head is very brown and fluffy, but the rest of her body has come through with the new feathers, and she's looking very sleek and black and white.